Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm being guided to do a video forecast for Julian Assange. Um, I I feel difficult in pronouncing his last name, and well, I really apologize for that. I but I mean everybody knows who he is. So in the following video, I will just refer him as Julian. Okay, and and you all will know that I'm talking about him, but not the other person. So without further ado, this read is gonna be from July 2024 to let me see, I have to count. Okay. Okay. So it will be July 2024 to June 2025. In this video, I will in generally cover, the general prediction for Julian in the next couple months, because he is in the news recently, and I think he is back to Australia right now. So hopefully everything's go fine. But anyway, so before July 2024, two of swords means making peace, making a peaceful decision. So I think for his situation, he made a deal with all the governments that are involving in his case, his legal case about WikiLeaks and all those stuff. So there was a peaceful resolution in the recent past. Currently, Five of Pentacles, it means there is the lack. It can be money issues. It can be. It can also mean health issues. So, well, as we can see, the new photos of Julian, I think he has aged a lot, and it's also possible that he's facing some kind of health issues, but I'm not exactly sure about what that is. Five of Pentacles can also mean poverty, so maybe he is, in certain areas of life, he has the lack, maybe health or money wise. Yeah. But Queen of Cups crossing it. Queen of Cups can mean healing, and also someone who has the healing power. I don't know if this is his wife or maybe someone who is linked to his recovery of some kind. Well, I don't know what exactly health issues he is dealing with or he will be dealing with, but I think there is a kind of healing process that he has to go through. And I think there are people who care about him, and care about his situation and conditions, and they will be helpful to him in the coming future. The above, we see the Emperor. So Emperor is about the authority, taking things under control. The Emperor is also related to government. So the government the governing power from the government is heavily influencing his livelihood, and, well, needless to say, but at the same time, I think he is also trying to gain his authority in regards to his personal situation, and he would like to regain the control of his life. Please forgive me for pausing the video from time to time, because I'm actually doing something else at the same time. But I'm being guided to do it right now, so I'm kind of in between two things at the same time. So I apologize for that. But anyway, at the bottom of the spread, it is the death card. The death is about transformation, and there is also a sense of renewal. It's not really about dying, but it is about the ending of a phase of life. So he's entering a new stage of life. So this is, needless to say. The upcoming future is the strength. So the strength is, you see, this person is kind of taming the beast. The beast wants to do something wild, but this person has the capability to calm down and to tame the beast. So I feel like he really wants to and tempted to do something, but he will keep himself under control, because he acknowledged the fact that if he doesn't control, it will cause more problems for himself and probably the whole situation. So he will still have the urging to act on his impulses, but he will be very careful, and he will tame himself by not rocking the boat, because he found the reasons to not rock the boat. The Empress at the bottom of this spread means, it can mean motherhood, luxury. So it's also about nurturing. So probably in his personal life, there are things that he decide to nurture, to to soothe, and to calm down a situation where life can can be beautiful again, beautiful, wonderful. There is also the aspect of someone who is a mother figure. So he he might be more concerned about mothering his kids and his family, and the nurturing side is something that he would like to focus on. So I think he will becoming more focused on his family, and at the same time probably creating more prosperity and abundance, because at this moment he doesn't feel like he has everything he wants. And the Empress means that he has the intention to, first of all, you know having the Emperor energy to be in the authoritative position, but at the same time taming himself, and because of financial reasons, and also wanting to stabilize the livelihood. Knight of Swords after the Empress, it means that he is working towards fighting against something with a very hasty manner. I believe that he has a plan, but he will still be expressing outwardly as someone who's gonna be very brave, and cutting through all the crabs. Um, at least from the outside, he will be seen as someone who is still very brave and fight against a lot of obstacles and to tackle a lot of problems and issues. Um, but does it really mean he himself is being hasty in his decisions? I don't think so. But from the outside world, they will see him as someone who acts with his impulses and also very hasty. But you know what? This guy is very smart and he's not doing things for no reason. Even though he looks like rebellious, he looks like he is without a very concrete plan. Maybe sometimes people will think, oh, he doesn't have a plan. But let me tell you, this guy has a plan. And he is also gaining the clarity about the situation because of the sun card. By cutting through all the crap, he will gain the clarity about things. And at the end of the spread is the hermit. So why the hermit? Hermit is about being introspective. He probably will be in the process of seeking something, higher knowledge or maybe higher calling. So even though he will express himself as someone who is always brave and fighting against obstacles, but deep inside him, he is he has the yearning for the wisdom of life and also investigating about things, looking into things. Well, this does not necessarily mean he will keep doing what he did before, but it can mean that he's trying to figure out life in general and looking into the deeper meanings of life. It can be kind of mysterious because somehow I feel like he will still be doing what he has been doing, but maybe the approach will be different on a personal level. He will approach things in a different way, even though from the outside world it's not obvious. We will think, oh, he's just the same. He's always gonna be Julian Assange. But you know what? He changed. And probably he's being more wiser than than previous years. And that's why I think he will tame down his instinctive uh, instinctive power and the animalistic side of his character. He will tame down because he as he's aging, he gained the wisdom. Does it mean he will stop fighting? No, I think he will keep fighting for what he believes to be truth. But is he gonna be doing the same thing with the same approach? No. I think he will be more cooperative with the authorities and uh, and in some cases he's also very persuasive for government officials. That's why he came up with a deal with the governments so that he has his freedom. So I feel like there are two sides of him. The first side is the way that he will present us, which is still fighting towards the things that he believes in. But the other side would be the hermit, which is being introspective, being being wise about his situation, and probably not how can I say he will lead a more subtle life in the future. Even though he will still be in the news, but somehow his work will be more subtle and less with less publicity somehow. Because he found the value of being not so public, you know. Yeah. So the following will be the monthly prediction for Julian. First of all, July 2024, Knight of Wands. As you can see, Knight is about movements. So basically, he moves from this country to other country, and well, I think he recently moved from the UK to back to Australia. As far as I know, I don't know where he is right now, but anyway, in July there's a lot of movement for him, which I believe it's a good thing for him because he has been imprisoned for so long. Well, not imprisoned, but what's the word for that? I mean, he lost his freedom for a while. So this month he will be claiming his freedom of movement, and he'll go from here to there and do a lot of activities. And as you can see, Knight of Wands, there's the desert behind. So I believe that Australia, is a very hot places. So I think he will be traveling a lot within his own country, but not necessarily only his own country, but maybe some places that are dry also. So August, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, it is about assistance, giving assistance, receiving assistance. So I feel like in August he will have the connections with some people, and there will be some kind of mutual, well, not totally mutual, because absolutely someone is in the upper hand, and then and the other two are receiving the help and assistance. So I don't know what's happening over there, but probably he will be receiving some kind of services, or he will be providing services for some people who need that. Yeah, so in September, Emperor. So I think in the next couple of months, one of the major months that is prominent for Julian will be September, because in the main spread, the Emperor is above the spread, so it is the prominent position in the spread, and in September the Emperor appears. So what I can think about is government relationships that can be in the spotlight. Maybe it will be on the news, maybe it will not, but at least on a personal level, he will be dealing with authorities. At the same time, he will also try to be authoritative in his own situation. So, taking things under control, and, not letting things go out of control. So Emperor basically can be a very auspicious sign for him, because it can be the meaning of gaining the authority of his life. But on the other hand, I do think that there will be a lot of government involvement in September for Julian. October, Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands means someone who is very cautious and someone who is wounded. Because of being wounded before, they are very guarded. in regards to a situation. So I think in October is not particularly easy for Julian because he will be very guarded, and there might be news coming up about him, and you know, he will feel like, oh geez, it's kind of alarming. I better be careful. So that kind of mentality. Okay, so November this year, King of Pentacles. Financial matters will be the focus for Julian in November. Probably cultivating the plans to manifest prosperity and, dealing with relationships with the banks and, the wealthy people. Maybe someone who is very wealthy will be very prominent in his life at that month. December, the Sun card means gaining the clarity. So something will come to light at the end of this year for Julian. So I think this is a very good sign for him because he has the clarity to move forward. Probably he will get some kind of funding and financial support before before the end of this year. He will gain the clarity about the next the next path forward. January 2025, Page of Pentacles means financial news. So he will be still concerning about money. At the same time, Page of Pentacles can be a process of learning. So he will be very like a student, like a scholar. He might be learning to how to cultivate a plan and manifest the prosperity. So February 2025, strength. Okay, so this strength card is also prominent in the main spread, which is the upcoming future. So what I can tell is he needs around half year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. More than a half year, around 8 months. So the upcoming 8 months, Julian will be cultivating his plan and manifesting things. But most of the things are related to his personal healing and also the recovery of his probably the family dynamics and his personal lives. And he will need at least 8 months to do something. And in the eighth month, which is February 2025, he will be very tempted to do something, but he will keep himself under control because the strength card is about taming the beast. So yeah. And then March 2025, Five of Cups. Five of Cups means disappointment. So something might not work well for him, and he feel like, okay, the plan doesn't work, and he has to let go of some of his plans, and kind of scale down, scale back with his plans, and maintaining the most crucial part of his life that are running fine, and he has to downsize somehow. In March 2024, he will downsize for something. April, the High Priestess. So High Priestess, if we're talking about a situation, it is a situation about being very wise about things and also secretive things. Because High Priestess, as you see, there's a curtain behind this person, and this person knows that they have to keep some kind of secrets in order to be safe, in order to, having the upper hand in negotiations. So I think in April next year, he will be kind of secretive and dealing with people who are secretive also. So there might be deals that will be done and discussed during that time, but things have to be kept confidential. The High Priestess can also be related to someone who is related to governments and who is in a very prominent position in politics. Because I remember that when I was doing readings for other countries earlier this year, I know that there is a High Priestess energy that is very prominent around the globe. So I'm not sure who that person is, but if I have to guess, that person might be related to, the president of the EU. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I think it's Ursula von der Leyen. That's the that's the best pronunciation I can do right now. But anyway, someone who is on that position, like von der Leyen, probably Julian will be contacted or will be in connection with those people in the political realm, or anyway, secretive dealings. Secretive, April 2025. And then in May 2025, Nine of Cups, wishes coming true, indulgence, happiness. So I think he will be having a big step forward in next May. Yeah. He will be happy about the progress because something very positive will be happening for him. And he's like, well, one of his wishes come true. And then last but not least, June 2025, Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands energy, this can be a mother figure. This can be someone who is very creative. This can be himself or someone he concerns about, maybe his own mother or maybe the other mothering figures in his lives. If this is about himself, then he will be actively pursuing something with creative intentions. So I do believe that he will keep working on something in the next couple months, but he will face some obstacles and disappointments because his current plan will not work as planned. There are a couple of things that he has his ambition on. They will not work out, and he will downscale in regards to what he wants to do. Downscale to the to the foundation and the the most basic level, and then he will get better because I believe that there will be people who are coming in, stepping in to his life that will actually help him. So, but I do feel like he will use a different approach in dealing with the things that he will be dealing with. So he will see his freedom as very precious, and he will honor the hardships that he has been through. That's why he will be very careful about his future. But on the surface, he will be acting like he is still the person we all know about. But I can tell you that he changed a lot, and he's being wiser right now. So I think this is everything that I would like to talk about Julian, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It will help a lot. And last but not least, I hope everyone will be safe and be kind to each other. Anyway, take care. I appreciate, and I'll see you next time.